What is up, everyone? It is Frank's Weekly BS, the Christmas edition. So, as some of you can see, I got my pink bunny hat. I actually own the whole suit, but I thought that'd be a little hot to be in because the suit is very hot. It is like extremely warm to wear, but I had to wear this. So
I would imagine that would get very warm very quickly.
So brutal, dude. It's like the warmest, hottest thing ever. But I do love my little. It is funny to wear it sometimes, just randomly. Just like walking around, people are like, "Are you okay, sir?" I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm not okay." So again, welcome all of you to the Christmas special. I would say holidays, but to be honest with you, I mean Hanukkah's over, and I mean Christmas is like a couple days from now. So unless you count, of course, the Sabbath, which is today, which would be the solstice. So happy solstice to all you pagans out there. But I am set to go. I'm gonna have my little drink here. My friend actually made this drawing. That's the leg lamp as a woman.
Hell yeah.
Christmas story. And then my lady turned into a cup.
Cheers.
Oh, there you go. Cheers. I got what I like to call some elf semen. And in case you're wondering what that is, that's some rum chata peppermint bark. This stuff is super tasty.
I've heard of
enjoying that. Yeah. When I run out of that, I got some Jesus juice. So that'll be good. So so we're all set and ready to go here. So like I said, Scott, how you doing, man? How was your week, month? What have you been up to?
Man. It's been hectic, just trying to get ready for Christmas and everything, and getting my stuff ready for Monday. But it's been fun, man. It's been a busy week, but I've got everything ready for Christmas, and I'm ready to go.
Speaking of Monday, Scott's going to be doing a special comic book addicts. Well, right there.
Yep.
Look at that. So what's the deal with this show on Monday they're going to be doing, dude?
I'm still going to be live like I normally am. It's going to be the same time, same place, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time at SVon82 on YouTube. I'm going to be live, like I said. But what I've done is I've got together with a bunch of people in the community. I got together with Frank. I got together with like probably 10, 12 people and recorded different clips asking them different questions about the holidays and how they felt about the holidays, and different memories, favorite movies, all kinds of stuff. And I also put together some different slides with some Christmas and holiday related comic book keys and just holiday related issues to throw up there and talk about as well, because I wanted to incorporate some comic books.
Oh, of course. Well, you kind of have to do that. It's kind of for the show.
Yeah, right? Man. So I wanted to throw that in there too. So it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be a little different, but it's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I know I did, obviously, I gave you a story and all that. And I'm interested to see what everyone else had to say. You know what I mean? Like, as far as what their stories were, what they had going on.
Oh, there's some good stuff, man. Some good people, too. Comic Journey, Brian LCS, Chris the Comic Vet. Just a lot of really comics with Bueller. Bueller's on there. A lot of really cool people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, man. That's awesome. My week's been kind of hectic as well. Obviously, we got same thing. I got a Christmas Eve party. My whole family's coming. That's gonna be a whole thing going on. So I got like people coming over. We got dinner, all that kind of stuff, presents, and then obviously Christmas. So it's been a week of cleaning and getting stuff ready, and all that kind of craziness. It's like but that's part of the Christmas thing, right? I mean. Is that now it's like on my thing where like the family comes to my house now. So it's like kind of that thing where I'm like, I feel like I have to step it up and be like, get all this stuff done and everything. It's hard to do that with a crazy bunny hat on. So a lot of people look at me while I do that. So. I think it's off for me. It's already getting hot in this thing. It's crazy, dude. It's like so sweaty.
Sure, man. I'm sure. Yeah, I can't even wear those Santa Claus hats. I got a cool Spider-Man Santa Claus hat. And I haven't even worn it.
I got one on the floor.
It's hot, dude.
No, it's super warm. They're like it's surprisingly hot in those things, which is kind of nice though, because I guess it makes sense as to why that was a thing. Hold on here. What's this here? We got that Pac-Man machine behind you. No, it's not Pac-Man actually. It's Space Invaders, Marvel arcade, and then behind me you can't see it, but I have the Street Fighter arcade as well. I am stacked with arcade one-ups. I would like more, of course, but money. so I don't have anymore. But that's
Yeah.
what I have right now. The Marvel one though, honestly, in the back here is awesome. That thing is great, dude. It has 2 different Marvel fighting games, and it also has the side scroller for Punisher, which is really cool. And you could be like Nick Fury or Punisher in it, which is like super super cool.
That
So I
is
do
really
like that a
cool.
lot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I like
awesome.
it. It's cool. I like the side scroller. I like that a lot. So that's one of my. Oh,
What's
what's
up,
up?
Mark?
How you
What's
doing,
going on,
man?
man?
How you
We got
doing?
Kyle in here too. Kyle, my buddy Kyle in the chat. What's going on, bro?
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that here. I'm sorry. I'm like so like looking over there. Hey, Kyle. Kyle, what's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? Oh, how much did it cost? Well, it depends which one you're talking about. Generally speaking, they're anywhere from $2.99 to $3.99. The Space Invaders one, I got at Walmart on a deal, dude, for like a buck, like $1.90 or something, and it came with a free video game as well. So that was a cool find. But
Oh,
it
yeah.
really depends. Some of them are getting really expensive now. Like some of them are kind of like crazy expensive, and you're like, it's not really worth. I like at that point, I just wait and buy an actual video game, dude. I mean, like buy the little like version of it. You know
True.
what I mean? But that's how at least I don't know. That's how I think of it. So, but yeah, we have a lot to cover. Hopefully Tony from Converse will be jumping in towards the end of the show. He is
Nice.
currently in
Tony.
engagement of dinner. We also have Comic Corner. We have Chris and Ralph's top 5. We have some crazy news to cover. We have a video game to hit with. We're doing a new segment too, obviously just for the show. Best gift ever. I think you know what that's going to be about. Yeah, so we got Getting to Know You, and of course TV We Remember, which is funny because most of it's not TV, it's more movies and then one TV show. So we got some stuff here to cover and everything. And then obviously, I do have a couple giveaways I want to give away, but I'm waiting for some more people to get up in here just to kind of get people a chance to see. Also, too, I have no clue how to give them away yet. No, yeah, it's a decent price for them. It's not bad. I mean, they're cool to own. I enjoy them. My friends like them when you come over and stuff. And they're fun sometimes just to sit down here and play it. I was always one of those guys that like, oh, I'll never get tired of having like a Street Fighter game. It's amazing how much I don't actually play it now. I'm like, I've had it for so long now. That was my first one. So, but like I said, I got some giveaways to do. Also, I got this. I'm going to be giving away elf syrup, which is one of the things I'll be giving away unopened. I just like it. I don't know, dude. And to be fair, this thing got me like 2,000, 3,000 views as a short. So not that bad. So if you get it in your hands, you should post it as a short if you got a YouTube channel because it worked out quite well, I might add. Also too, want to give a huge shout out to all my subscribers right now. Thank you so much. You guys pushed me over 1,300. Should be like 1,304 right now. Awesome. It went very quickly. I hit 1,000 and it was like a blink of an eye. So I do appreciate that a bunch, and hopefully it just keeps growing. And I know you guys have been checking out those new vlogs I'm doing. I did post a new one, my BS vlog. It's called. I did a Funko hunt one. This one's shorter. It's only like 6-7 minutes long. And actually, it's funny because I lost a bunch of the content. I don't know what happened. I was trying to upload it from my phone to my drive, and it just wasn't working. So I was like, oh, what what's going on, man? So I lost some stuff, but it's cool. It worked. So I'm happy with that at least. Cool. Yeah, right. yes. Elb syrup. Perfect to put on your spaghetti. I think that's how that works with that stuff. So.
You're supposed to chug it. I think you're just supposed to chug it all at once.
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, if it was bourbon, maybe. I don't know if I could just chug that. Vlogs are fun. Yes, they are. Honestly, I've gotten used to it. It was weird actually when I first started doing the vlog because it was very much like talking to someone who's not there and trying to remember like you're trying to interact with this thing.
It's cool, and it's cool to see inside. You get to see into the day of somebody else's life. It's cool.
Yeah.
I like
it is cool. And honestly, too, I got a great compliment from Tony, actually, Comic Verse. He watched the one about the live stream, and he was like, he literally told me, he goes, I saw some cool stuff on there. I got some ideas, I kind of want to like not take my ideas, but use the concept of what you were doing. And I'm like, dude, by all means. I mean, obviously, but I do appreciate that because in the music entertainment world where I came from, no one would ask you. They just rip you the fuck off. That's how that worked. They would just literally take your idea and run, and you'd be like, wait, I did that though. What the hell's going on here? And it's like, but I appreciate like how in this community people actually talk to each other and be like, hey, that's an awesome idea. Do you mind if I like, borrow that? And you're like, by all means, of course, go for it. I'm glad. That's the point of doing the vlog. Someone could see what's up and they get a chance to do it, I like that idea.
If something works and they want to try it, then by all means try it. It may work for you as well.
Oh, here we got.
Mark,
Just took
Mark
a
had a
peek at your
question.
shorts feeds. Do you do can you? I don't necessarily do reviews. I did do one.
Lots
When I
of
was at
Five
bowling
Below
alley.
trips.
Yeah, it's a lot of going to Five Below and finding weird stuff. It's more about weird things. If I find weird candy and stuff, I love sour
Which
stuff
is
too. So I
great,
always
man. I
post
mean,
about
it's
that.
cool. It's cool to see
Yeah.
some of the candy stuff that you do on there. It
Dude,
is
it's
interesting.
yeah, honestly, it's just like weird stuff I see, and I'm like, cool, like whatever. Again, I'll do everything from toys to candy to like talking about going to the gym. I mean, all that stuff. You know, I'm not one horse. Oh, hey, what's up, Brian?
Hey,
How
Brian.
you doing, buddy? How you doing,
Good
bud?
evening.
Bud? Knuckles. Boom. So, yeah. So, other than that, man, I'm excited to get this show here on the roll. Looks like we got Chris here. I'm gonna bring him in. Chris, you ready to come on in, bro?
Very
He
cool.
is coming
Damn.
in.
What's up,
Got some
y'all?
Hey,
movie
what's up,
for us.
buddy? Oh,
What
look
is
at
up,
you.
bud?
What's up, man? I should have worn my hat. I feel bad.
That's
I
all
feel
right.
bad about not wearing it now.
Merry
Oh, I
early
got-
Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa to everybody.
Oh,
This
he's
is
got
my
the blue one.
this is my Jewish Christmas hat.
I like it.
This is my
Cool.
this is my Hanukkah hat. No. But honestly, I have a really nice red one that my grandpa used to own. But the problem with that red one is like I break out from it because it's like from the 70s and it has like some I like who knows, lead poisoning in it or something. I don't know. It's pretty brutal, actually, man.
It's sturdy though. The old school hats are
Oh
sturdy.
yeah, no, it'll last you forever. That's definitely a thing for sure.
Obviously, I have the Baby Yoda ears on this one. This is my hat from last year, so I had to
that's
rock
cool.
it.
I like it.
No, dude, totally. What do we got here? Bunny. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Bunny.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
You. What's this here? Mark, when's Aquaman screening? Anyone know? I don't know.
I'm not hearing good stuff about the new Aquaman.
Right.
I was gonna say,
today,
I feel like Chris has got to ask. So
yeah, today was the first showings, I guess, like for the public. Not good word of mouth. But I'll be there tomorrow. I'm gonna see it tomorrow.
Oh, you're gonna go see it, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it tomorrow. So yeah.
So you're gonna let us know on your channel? You're gonna do a movie review?
We'll do a movie review. We'll do an out of theater reaction. But I'm excited for Aquaman. I am. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, the most exciting part was him like trolling what's his face about his arms. You know, he was like trolling Chris Helmsworth about his arms. He's like, your arms aren't as big as mine.
I do want to see it, but I'm not gonna go in with high expectations.
But I think that's the way to do it with those movies. You know, you just go in it being like, oh, okay, and there might be a few fun things. You're like, oh, that was cool, you know. But yeah, and I mean, so dude, you got your top 5?
I do. I have it right here.
We're
Christmas special.
Yeah, all right, here we go. We're gonna do the intro here. Boom. All right, what you got?
Alrighty, guys. Okay, so like I mentioned, this is a Christmas special. Everything on this top 5 is either a Christmas show or a Christmas movie. So coming in at number 5, I was hesitant to put it on this list because of how popular it is. It is Elf. I love this movie. I really enjoy it. Obviously, it's one of a lot of people's favorites movie, Christmas movie. I had seen it the other day, and obviously, it still holds up. It's the 20th anniversary, I think. That's what that syrup we were holding.
Wow,
20th
man.
anniversary.
Hard to believe. It's been out
I
20
know.
years.
I remember seeing it as a kid, and obviously Will Ferrell, he's freaking hilarious. So that is Elf at number 5. Number 4 is probably a lot of people's favorites, A Christmas Story.
Oh, dude, right here, 100%.
Right there. Christmas Story, Ralph. The
Christmas
lamp.
Story,
I
dude.
saw the lamp the other day at Walmart. I was doing some Christmas shopping, and I was like, I want to get it, but I got to get Christmas gifts. But definitely,
I own the lamp.
classic.
Mine's upstairs in my window. Yeah,
I seen it on Instagram. I love that movie. It's like just a feel good classic Christmas movie. You can't beat it. Ralph, he's an amazing character. All right, coming in at number 3 is something that came out last year. It's superhero themed, and that is the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. I've seen that thing probably like 10 times already. I even watched it a couple of nights ago. Yeah, it's really fun. I love the Guardians. If you've seen our channel, you know how much I just love the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I think it's the best superhero Christmas special that's ever been made. So that's number 3. Coming in at number 2, I think number 2 is the best Christmas movie, but it's not my personal favorite. That's why it's at number 2, and that is The Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch. Obviously, a classic Christmas movie. It's aging like fine wine. Jim Carrey's performance is just he's Jim Carrey in that movie. Like me and my friends, when we play online sometimes, we even make jokes from that movie during the summer. It's not even Christmas time, and we're still talking about that movie because of how Jim Carrey is. Because
it is holding up. Jeez, it's holding up that much. All right. Yeah.
And then coming out number one is probably the least known, whatever of these. It's The Night Before. I don't know if any of y'all has seen it.
Wait, what's that about?
The Night Before. It is a comedy with Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, dude, that movie's hilarious. Actually,
I love that movie. It is hilarious.
They're like taking E and like smoking up and stuff. And like
there's a trip scene. So the premise of the movie is that they got invited. Well, they didn't get invited. They stole an invite to this massive Christmas ball that's been going on for 10 years, but they were never able to get in.
It's all like underground style.
Yeah, underground, like some type of like EDM style type of thing. Warehouse. And that movie is it's freaking hilarious. Seth Rogen, I think it's obviously his movie. He writes everything he's in. So it's my favorite Christmas movie ever made. And I saw that one in theaters, so that one's fun.
Oh, did you? I didn't see it in theaters, but yeah.
Mine's gonna be Jingle All the Way. I'm gonna have to throw that one in.
Oh, that's great.
That's Jingle All the Way. Yeah, it's a good one.
Jingle All the Way.
That's a great one. I have a bunch of them. Actually, when we get to some of the TV stuff or whatever, some of the stuff I'm the same way. I got a bunch of those movies that like they're weird, but I feel like they're getting more known. Some of the movies, like I feel like back in the day, people didn't know. Like what was the one? I love Deck the Halls. It's like one of my favorite ones. And that's it's like one of those movies. It's like, he said Die Hard. Die Hard didn't make the list. Well, that's very controversial, isn't it? Because it is a movie that takes place during
Christmas, have a more controversial take on that.
But
I've never seen Die Hard. I've never seen Die Hard.
Bruce Willis himself used to say that it's not a Christmas. He doesn't consider it to be a Christmas movie. But most people do say that it is.
I like how you're like, I've never seen Die Hard. I think the only reason I saw it is because of my age at the time. Like, it was kind of, because back then it was like every movie was a big blockbuster. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you had to, it's like, you just go see it. It's just how that was, Like, I just love that. Just be in the present. We got here. Is the syrup? Yes, that is a decoration. It's also I'm also giving that away. With some comic books I have stashed. To be fair, we'll go through when we'll get to the comic book end of this, but I do have some comics I want to give away. They're not spectacular, but I think they're pretty cool. I got an issue 1, 2, and 3 of something. Some like number ones, not like old school number ones by any means. God knows I don't have the money for that, but they're cool. I had them. I thought they're cool. I don't mind giving them to someone so they can check it out. As far as the movies go, though, I don't know. That's weird. Your last one, though, a lot of people have not seen that actually, and I kind of forgot about that. It's like a whole thing, but I do remember them. That wasn't like a Christmas dinner they're sitting down at, and they're like high as hell.
They're high as hell. They're at one of the mom's places.
That's it. The mom's house. That's
dinner. Right. Yeah. They're playing, I think, Nintendo in the next room, high as a kite. And the whole movie, it is vulgar as hell, which is obviously hilarious.
It's pretty good.
If you're with your family and you're trying to put on a clean Christmas movie, put that one on. All right.
Hey, what's that movie that's that one they always talk about, Love Actually, right? So apparently this lady like put it on because she's like, oh, I heard about it all the time. People were talking about it all the time. So she's like, we're gonna decorate the tree. She puts it on. Well, apparently there's a whole porno scene in the movie that no one really talks about. And she's like decorating the tree with her little kids. And they're like, Mommy, look, boobs. And she's like, oh my God. She's running around trying to shut off the Christmas tree or the movie and stuff. It was hilarious, dude. That was hilarious. I did like that though a lot.
Probably the best scene in the movie.
No, it was hilarious though. I did like that. That was great. We got, hey, what's up? How you doing, man?
What's up? Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, dude, appreciate it, man. Welcome. Everyone's sounding good. All right, everyone's sounding real nice and everything. So yeah, dude, I appreciate the top 5 though. Now let me ask you this though.
Yep.
You're sitting at home, right? Yeah. Okay. There's no Home Alone on there, so you're not doing Home Alone. That's not like in your tops.
No, it's not in my tops. That's what my top 5. There's some that people are like, I've never even seen that. That's why it's my top 5.
That's
Home Alone.
I guess that's the point, right?
Yeah, well, Home Alone obviously is probably a lot of people's number one. There's a lot of number ones, and I think Elf A Christmas Story, and Home Alone.
Oh yeah,
those three
by far, dude.
Those easily can be 1, 2, and 3 moved around, and then you could throw Grinch in there at number 4, whatever people want to move around.
Christmas Vacation.
Yeah, Christmas
Oh
Vacation.
yeah, dude, Christmas Vacation.
Classic.
I mean, come on, like that's by far that's probably one of my more favorite like movies. I watched that. It was my first Christmas movie I watched this year. Was Christmas Vacation.
I watched it this year.
I love it, dude. I love when he's talking to the staff and they're walking down the hall and he's like, you know, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Like, you're a jackass. Fuck you. Like, whatever. It's so great, dude. So great.
I watched Jingle All the Way also this year.
That's a great one. Yeah, Jingle All the Way is great too. I like that a lot. No, I'm a huge Vacation fan. All the movies are really good. I like those a lot, dude. Lot. Well, that's been the top 5. You know, I remember you saying that your favorite type of music is like cinematic. Like, what'd you say? What's your favorite?
Yeah, it's like orchestra scores to movies, things like that. That was my most listened to for Spotify this year for sure.
That's kind of crazy, man. That's almost like that's borderline psychopath. I don't know. I like
yeah,
it, I like it. I like that though. That's kind of cool though. You know,
I write my thick thesauruses handwritten with the feather pen as I listen to orchestra music.
That's called a manifesto. If you're what that's called, it's kind of a manifesto. If you're sitting there listening to that dude writing something,
find it on 4chan if you want to read my
yeah, right. It's on 4chan. Yeah. I love that. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Comic Cat?
Hey, happy holidays, huh?
I got the chat right here too. So what's up, y'all?
Oh, awesome, cool. Yeah, it's hard for me like clicking back and forth. I'm like, it's the one thing I'm not used to. This thing's awesome. I love this whole system they have, and it's nice, easy clicking and everything. But I'm not used to like jumping from one thing to the other It's like trying to get into what we're talking about, and it's like, I gotta jump here, gotta jump there, go there.
Yeah.
But
to do.
Yeah, right. I'm like, what is? Yeah, no, yeah, we do. We do. You collect what? I just sit there. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I love this. And I get all the view time for it. So that was awesome. Also, too, by the way, everyone. Obviously, that was Chris there. He does a YouTube channel with his brother Chris and Ralph. Boom. Yep. Check that out right there. I want to see that subscriber count get up there. Please go check them out. They do awesome reviews. Yeah, like yeah, the reviews are great. The shorts you do are really good too. I'm liking the shorts. I've been watching those.
Yeah, I had a short the other day. Controversial short. People had a lot of comments in there, but you know it happened.
What was it? What did you do about it?
The Jonathan Majors thing. I was like, oh, okay.
I forgot about that. You should bring that up.
I'll touch on it. I was like, I'll touch on that. Move on. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole
I agree. I think maybe he should just be taken over by Robert Downey. Just have him
as Robert Downey from
it'd be kind of weird, you know, kind of Iron Man crossover kind of vibe.
I'm a dude who's playing a dude disguised as a dude. Like, okay, all right, Robert Downey.
See, it's one of the best damn movies ever. I don't care what anybody says.
I watched it last week, and
I don't think you could have that movie now. Tropic Thunder would not work like today, maybe per se, but somehow it worked back then, and it was hilarious. I loved it personally, but. Well, you know what? Let's talk comic books, huh? We'll do some comic.
Yeah, let's do that.
I love this intro.
What's up, comic fam? Esfon82 here with another Comic Corner segment where I give you my cover pick of the week as well as my read of the week. Now, my cover pick of the week for this week leading up to Christmas is for the Joker Harley Quinn Uncovered issue 1. It's this beautiful Alex Ross foil. Check out that artwork. Now, this cover is from years back. Harley Quinn's first appearance in comics, I believe. But they used this cover and put some gave it the foil treatment for this week on Joker Harley Quinn. And I had to pick it up. Beautiful. Now, my pick for read of the week is going to Capwolf and the Howling Commandos, issue 3. This is an amazing what-if story featuring Captain America as Capwolf taking on some Nazis. Really fun story. Give this one a try if you have a chance to pick it up. And if you haven't had a chance, wait till it comes out in trade paperback. And be sure to grab this, guys. That was my picks for cover pick and read of the week. I hope you guys enjoy, and I hope you and your family have a very safe and happy holidays from Esfon82 and Comic Book Addicts. Love you guys.
those were nice.
Awesome.
Dude, I also wanted to say I read Uncanny Spider-Man today, issue 5, and it concluded the miniseries, and it was great. So I would actually have that up there with my read of the week as well. Uncanny Spider-Man was great.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan of the Captain with the werewolf stories and stuff. I don't know if that's
it was so much fun, man. It's been awesome so far. You got Captain America turned into a werewolf, taking on a bunch of Nazis and a witch, and I
mean, that's like literally everything I dream of. That's amazing.
It's
I love that kind of stuff, dude. It's amazing. I love it, dude. And the Howling Commandos, that's awesome too.
Oh, dude, you got the whole crew in there. Yeah,
I remember my dad teaching me about that when I was. What's up, Chris?
Well, I was gonna say what I didn't catch last time is all the Alex Ross artwork you have behind you. That is beautiful.
Yeah. That came out of a it was a book of all the full-sized images, and it was like a poster book, an Alex Ross Heroes poster book. Yeah, and I
follow him online. I love him.
Yeah, dude, you can pick that up. You can pick up those poster books for like $20.
Okay, all right. Nice. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate it. Nice.
So, what would you say? Like, what was your I know it's hard to pick this, but like, best comic you read this year so far? What do you think? Like best story, I will say best storyline, not best comic, obviously, but best storyline.
God, I don't know, man. I don't know. There's been a lot of really good ones.
That's pretty impressive that you have that many.
Honestly, dude, you would laugh at me if I told you my very favorite from this year.
Well, please, I could use a chuckle. What is
consistently the comic book that has brought me the most joy every single issue that I've read is Darkwing Duck, and I'm not even kidding.
Oh, that's awesome. Let's get dangerous. I love that. That's great. Actually, I don't know. That's cool. I like
every single issue. You have great covers from great artists. Even if you're not a Trish Forstner fan like I am, you got people like David Nakayama. You got some amazing artists doing the covers every month. But the interiors are great, and the stories. I laugh every single issue, and like to laugh out loud from a comic book. That's good. If a comic book makes you laugh out loud every single month, that's a good book.
So, that's hard to do, actually. I was gonna say, because I mean, reading is one thing, but actually sitting there laughing from it is great. Like, but to be fair, that's what a good comic, like an actual comic, not like the more serious stories, but a comic should do. You should be able to get a chuckle out of it. I feel like
the writer captures the spirit from. It's like they took the cartoon and just put it in the book. I don't know how to describe it really, but the writer does a really good job of capturing how the cartoon was.
Damn, I gotta check that out though, dude. I wish they would redo the series. I don't know if that's something they've been talking about or something, but I'd like that to happen because I do like that.
Awesome.
That was one of my favorite cartoons. That one and what was it? The Rescue Rangers. I used to watch those together.
Oh, that was probably my very favorite Chippendale Rescue Rangers.
Yeah, because it was there was I forget what channel that was on, but it was they had Chippendale, they had Darkwing Duck, and there was another cartoon.
Tailspin.
Yeah, and it was that was the block of cartoons.
Yep. After school.
I don't think it was on Fox though, because I feel it'd be an ABC thing or something, wouldn't it? Because
I don't know. I don't remember what major network had those cartoons, but I remember it was an after school thing.
It was. It was after school. Yeah, because I do remember watching those and stuff after school, and I was like, man, I really, really enjoyed those a lot as a kid.
Dude, the Darkwing Duck, it other people must be enjoying. It must be more than just me that are enjoying Darkwing Duck, because they did the spinoff series Negaduck, and they're also doing a second spinoff series, Justice Ducks. So it's got 2 spinoffs coming.
Well, what's the Justice Ducks?
It's Darkwing Duck's team. It's his crew. Like Negaduck, you're getting the main Rogues villain and all the other Rogues villains. The Rogues Gallery. I'm sorry. Justice Ducks is him and his team.
Kyle's saying it was Fox, which that's what I was saying. I feel I could have swore it was Fox or something like that, but it was after school though. I do remember that too. Definitely an after school kind of show we watched. Cliff is here. What's up, Cliff? I don't know if Cliff
comic books, bro.
Yeah, I'm drinking my elf semen here. I call it elf semen all the time. People look at me like I'm weird. It's some rum chida peppermint bark, which this stuff is amazing, by the way. Like 69 cents at Woodman's. I couldn't believe it. I got like a bunch of these. I was like, that's amazing, dude. What do we got here? Someone's saying, boom. What do you got here? The most recent series, DuckTales, now we're brought in Duck.
I'd never read that DuckTales
Oh, yeah.
series. I wish I would have, though.
Yeah, I didn't know they did that. Oh, dude, who was that dude who was in DuckTales, but he was like he was like it was like a RoboCop style dude with the wheel. He had a wheel he'd roll around with.
He's actually part of the Justice Ducks. He's
he is part of that.
Darkwing's Ducks whole crew. Yeah, so
okay,
he'll be in that book.
Yeah, because I can't remember the dude's name though, like at all. Like, but I do remember that. Man, I do remember him, like RoboDuck or something. Gyro, yeah, it was Gyro something.
Gyro Duck or something like that.
Yeah, I do remember that though. He was it was Duckweed. Oh yeah, the TV series.
DuckTales TV series.
Yeah,
I
loved it, dude. Loved it. And then obviously Tailspins. That was a nice little spin-off that came from that. So
that was a great show as well.
I was digging that hard. I love that dude so much. So let me ask you guys some questions here. So for Christmas, man, what's everyone do? You like do Ralph, or sorry, not Ralph, Jesus, I was reading your thing. Chris, do you do like a Christmas Eve thing with everyone? Is it like Christmas? Like what's your
Yeah, so normally Christmas Eve we'll have like a Christmas dinner. We'll have like some family over. Normally, I have a big family, so everyone's doing their own thing, most of the years. But this year we'll have some family over. We'll do a Christmas ham, stuffing, things like that, and then we open presents Christmas Eve, Christmas midnight. We'll open presents because we're impatient.
Nice. It was Gizmo Duck. That sounds about right. By the way, for the robot. So you guys do like any like midnight mass or anything like that, or
No, normally we don't attend church. I haven't been to church.
So you said that we do not attend church.
I used to go a lot as a kid, but no, we haven't gone the last.
I used to do when I was young, like really young. One of the sides of my family would be like, "Oh, we have to go to church," and be like, on Christmas Eve, I'd just be sitting there like, and I was so young, it didn't matter to me. But I'm looking at the adults, I'm like, "You're all drunk. Like, we shouldn't be going to church right now. Like, what is this?" Like, they were just literally sitting there waiting to get the wine. They're like, "Oh, I'm coming down and eat some Jesus wine." Like, what's going on? It was crazy. I was like, "What are we doing? Like, this is nuts." Like,
start burning up while you walk in there. Like, why is it so hot?
Oh, dude, seriously, it's just craziness. I'm like, it's too much, man. So Scott, what's your plans? Like, what are you up to?
Not a whole lot, man. To be honest with you, hang out with my girlfriend, and then Christmas morning, of course, I will take my son his gifts. So that's nice. The big thing, and that's what's important to me. Really, is him at this point in my life. So
of course, yeah.
Other than that, like, and spending the time with him, I'm gonna come home and do the live stream and hang out with hopefully a lot of you guys. So
that's exciting.
Yeah, so I mean that's the main parts, hanging out with my son and my girlfriend, and then hanging out with you guys.
I'll be watching. My plans on Christmas Day are not that spectacular. Basically, we wake up, we open presents as a family and stuff like that, and then my daughter goes over to her aunt's house, I believe, to do a like a brunch kind of thing. Cool. And then actually my daughter is leaving on a cruise, so she's going on a cruise with her other side of the family, and they're going they're flying out to LA, and she's going to meet up with her mom out there. Her mom lives in LA, so she's going to meet up with her mom and the rest of that family. They're going to go for a cruise, and then they'll be coming back, so she'll be gone for like a week or so. Okay. So basically my Christmas Day is basically going to be eating the leftovers and having a lot of cheese, because I'm having a lot of cheese left over and kind of stuff I should not be eating, but I will eat. And then the next day will be me going to the gym and just crying a lot and being like, "What did I do?"
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're gonna totally ruin your diet that you're on.
Well, you know what though? Here's the thing. So I was actually saying, and I'm sticking to this. So my birthday is actually January 7th, so it's coming up quickly.
Yeah.
So
man.
basically, on January 7th, the day after that, I'm gonna start a cut. I'm really gonna hit my diet super hard and really work on that for like 2 months, or basically till I have to go to my doctor for my checkup, so I could be like, "Look what I did, haha!" Because they're always like, "You have to lose this much weight." So really do it, lose that weight, and then I could like revert back to being a normal human a little bit. So that's gonna be like, it's gonna be a thing. I'll be a very cranky man, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm
good.
But I'm gonna do it. I'm kind of excited to do it, honestly. So, oh, look who's waiting in the wings. Is that after? Well, I'm gonna bring him in here. Hold on one second here. We got Tony. Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey,
What's up,
yo.
Tony?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you sitting there having an after dinner smoke? I see.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you could join us here.
What I miss?
What's
Yeah.
this
Well,
topic
we did.
Christmas, man?
Yeah, we did top 5. Well, Chris's top 5 movies. We did Comic Corner. And then that's about it because I was kind of holding off a little bit because I knew you were going to be coming in here, so I wanted to
Oh, man.
wait a little bit here. We're just kind of like lingering a bit. I did want to talk about this though, so I'm skip here a little bit. I have a small little video game thing, so let me show you this a little bit as this clip because I remember this as a kid. I don't know if I was trying to look up video games that took place during Christmas. There's a few, but not a lot. But this is one I definitely remember. Hold on here. In case you're wondering, that's Home Alone, the video game.
For the NES.
Yep. And that was, I do remember playing it as a kid. I remember it being extremely hard to play.
I never wait.
I don't think I ever
I don't
played
know
it.
if I played that one or not. Bleeker, what's up, bro?
I did that one. Hey, what's up? I did that one and number 2. But I remember it being one of those games as a kid, as playing it, I'd get mad because everything was just, it was a lot going on. And I was like, this is too much. I wasn't digging that.
I'm trying to remember if I played it or not. It seems like I have. I don't know.
Now,
I've never
interesting
played
enough,
it. Looks
some
fun.
of the other Christmas Nintendo games, if you would, from back then, was another one was like Batman 2. But I'm like, that's only because it took place during Christmas. It's like saying Die Hard was the video game. You know, it was like somehow a Christmas game. But yeah, it was just like, so some of those games were like really weird to me. And I couldn't really think of any other video games that were a Christmas related, like old school game. I don't know if you guys think of anything. I couldn't think of a thing at all. Anyone in the chat? Anyone? Something? It's kind of weird.
Tony would be the one to ask on
Yeah, I
that.
would think, but it's weird. I couldn't think of a thing.
I can't think of anything.
Wait, I missed it. What'd you ask?
Is there any old school video games that you could think of that were like Christmas related, like video games?
Well, it's not for the NES or nothing, but back when I first got married, my wife introduced me to Elf Bowling.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
It was
I
on the computer.
game. I remember.
All right,
that
that's
game.
fair then. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. That's fair. I can't think of anything like I can't even think of a new school games that I could. Really think
Batman
of.
Arkham Origins. I looked it up. I forgot. I played that one. That one takes
Oh,
place.
okay, yeah. Yeah. Well, I said I think it was like
sounds
Batman 2 for the NES was considered a Christmas game.
Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. He beats up people in the snow. I'm like, okay.
But that's more what it was, right? There was snow, so it's like I guess I don't know. Like I didn't really count too much, but I thought that was really odd, though. I was like trying to look. I was like, oh, I'm gonna look up some Christmas video games. I couldn't find any real hits on there where I was like, oh, that's super cool. Although I will say I do have this little clip here I'm going to play for everyone, and bear with me in the chat. I want you guys to watch this because, Chris, what year were you born?
1998.
I'm sorry, what now? 98. I thought you were born a little bit sooner than that. Oh my god,
98. I turned 25. Right? I turned 25 last month.
Oh god, do you have youth again? My god, you son of a bitch!
I could almost be his dad.
I do literally right. I'm like, I mean, if I got like a little weird in high school and just said fucking had a kid, I could literally be your dad. That's crazy. Thank God I didn't, by the way. So I'm gonna play this thing here. Of course, I'm gonna do the news clip. Hold on, somebody's gonna hit us up in the chat. Oh yeah, there we go. Boom. 1975. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Man. Yeah, that's it's funny. I could be. Yeah, I know. We could all be Chris's dad. I know.
My mom was born. My mom was born 74. So.
Okay. Wow. My dad was born in 60. So,
1973.
My dad
73. Good year. I was 83. So we got a 10-year difference there. Yeah. Well, then. Okay. So we're all gonna remember this besides Chris. So Chris is gonna have any clue. You're gonna see it. I'm gonna do this. It takes about a minute to watch this. Enjoy. I'm gonna do.
The day after Thanksgiving not only means eating leftovers, but also coming up with neat ideas for Christmas gifts. That's a bit of a strain for most people, so that partly explains why everyone comes out on the first day of the shopping season to get a head start. Well, if you're straining for ideas, try the electronic industry. It seems to be a magnet to shoppers. Ironically, one of the most popular items are answering machines. Ironic because no one wants to listen to them. This duophone answering machine has the latest technological wizardry. You can operate it by remote control.
What this one does, though, is if you do get a caller who doesn't want to talk, it hangs itself up in 7 seconds to keep you from listening to a lot of dead time on it.
The VCR is another hot item. Sales for this machine soared a few years ago, and retailers expect it to keep up the pace.
A lot of people, after they have one for a while, tend to want another one because they have such fun with the first one. And some of the new special effects, such as the digital effects on these machines, are a lot of fun to look at now.
In the toy stores, it's no competition. Nintendo home entertainment games are blowing other items out of the water. K&K Toys just stocked its shelves with the game this morning. It expects to sell out by Sunday.
We've been in contact with Nintendo, and they're sending them as fast as they can. And as you can see, the demand throughout the nation is causing this shortage.
Jewelry and clothing are big hits as usual, but some of the electronic items are at the top of the chart. Sheldon Ingram, 13 News, Virginia Beach.
All right, that's a 13.
Coming to you live from.
That was insane, by the way. I like Chris. Real quick, I like Chris is like, why are those TVs and the backs on them?
you know, it's funny they mentioned Nintendo because right beside me
is a Nintendo.
There it is. There it is.
Wow,
that's amazing. Action
sealed and everything.
Well, that's not sealed. It's been open.
Oh, it's not. Oh, I thought it looked like it.
But it's still in the styrofoam. It still works.
Oh, dude, if that
was a Radio
sealed,
Shack. Yes, you're correct.
If that was sealed, that'd be worth a fortune.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, dude. No, yeah, dude. You would be retiring on that Nintendo if that was the case.
What's funny is it's still got the original sticker price on it.
That's awesome.
149.
Really cool.
No, 99.99.
I wish I still
God.
had one.
I do kind of, yeah, that was, I was still taken back by watching that video, just kind of watching like the what was out and people were like buying, and I was like, man, I do remember as a kid
malls and stuff.
Yeah,
and
dude,
having cool stores to go to.
We have a good mall by me, like I said, but the other malls are closing down, and it's sad because it was kind of a cool vibe of going to the mall and doing all. Although to be fair, I did go to TJ Maxx the other day. I walked in. And we're like, oh, we'll look for a few items. And we turn and look, and there's this like line, and it was wrapped around a couple of times. It used to be back in the day. And I was like, oh no, I'm not.
Amazon's right there on my phone.
Yeah, I know. I was right. I was like, I can just
online retail nowadays.
That's not a thing we're going to do at all. No, that messed me up, dude. I was like, I'm out of here. But since you showed that, and actually that I did do a new segment for this show because I really, really was interested in this. I want to know this. And everyone in the chat, get ready because you're
ho, 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 ho.
Merry Christmas.
Best gifts ever. So we'll start with we'll start with you, Tony. Best gift you ever got for Christmas. Do you remember? What does it go?
Yes, Generation 1 Optimus Prime.
Ooh, nice. Gen 1. Very nice.
I blew him up with a cherry bomb or 3.
I mean, it was probably fun at the time, but you're like, what the hell did I just do? Why did they do that? Because now it's like, why did they do that? For sure. What year did you get that? Do you remember the year?
86, 85, 86.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's really good.
It wasn't that long. It wasn't that long after. It was like the Christmas after the cartoon hit, and the toys were everywhere. And I was wanting a Megatron, but Mom found a Prime. So I was cool with it.
Yeah, yeah, dude, that'd be super cool. How about you, Scott?
Dude, I was lucky as a kid, man. My mom was kind of a collector, but she didn't really collect anything. So she would kind of collect through me. So like I would have Christmases, like this one Christmas, she bought me like the Ninja Turtles, the what's it called? The Technodrome. thing
Oh
is,
yeah, the giant, like
yeah, dude. She bought me that. Like I had every single Ninja Turtle, but this one Christmas I got a ton of Ninja Turtles. But I got a Food Fighter action figures, like the whole line of those one year.
I remember those, the Food Fighter.
I got
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
remember
really
those.
cool action figure lines, like
Yeah.
through my mom, like picking them up for me that way. But Mario Brothers 3, getting the original Nintendo with Legend of Zelda and Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That was one of the better Christmases. Yeah, man, a lot of really good Christmases though.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. How about you, Chris? What'd you get?
I say 2007. My mom bought me the Xbox 360 with Halo 3 in it. It was a
There you
bundle.
go. There you
She
go.
she
fun.
she saved up for a while,
Yeah.
and then she surprised me. Like I was not expecting anything big, because of finances and things, whatever. But then she was like,
Yeah.
"Here, I got you this." Turned around, I opened it, started crying. It was the best
Oh my
present ever
god. Well,
given
yeah,
me.
dude, that's huge.
Nice, very
Yeah.
cool.
Huge. My dad was kind of the same way, where he would like buy me like tons of different action figures. I mean, especially being like from the 80s kind of thing. Everything was just like action figure, action figure, action figure.
Oh hell yeah!
But and obviously I got the Nintendo one year and all that. But there was this one year where he like literally I think bought, because my parents were divorced, so he had his house, and then I think he bought a bunch of toys at my mom's house too. So I had like double Christmas. And I'll never forget, I go to under the tree and there's a bunch of presents, whatever. But there's this one in particular G.I. Joe thing, and it's all pre-set up. He set up the whole thing, and I pull it up here. This is exactly what it was: G.I. Joe General. And
I remember that.
this
That's
thing
awesome.
was, dude, it was
That's
he had
fun.
it all set up under the tree, ready to go. And I was just like, I felt like Randy from Christmas Story. I was like, oh, a Zeppelin, that's mine. Just like you're grabbing stuff. I was like, oh my god, what's happening right now? It was probably one of the coolest. I remember he got me that year. I think I got the Warthog, the G.I. Joe Warthog. I mean, I had tons of action figures, like I said, but that thing was so big and impressive. It had a little helicopter and lights and all kinds of stuff. And I just remember I was probably like, I don't even know, dude, probably like 7 or something. And then that, I don't know if it was that year, but one of those years, what he did was my grandparents owned a duplex at the time. And so that morning I get up and I open the curtain to the front. I'm looking out the front, and there's deer tracks, and there's these sleigh tracks, and I'm like, holy shit, Santa. And that night, what he do, this is what he did. He literally took a drilled through the hole, through a hole in the wall to outside, hung sleigh bells outside. So while I was going to bed and we were talking, he started moving it, and I hear like sleigh bells. And he's like, I go to bed, it's Santa. I was like, holy fucking shit. And then I wake up and I see this in the front yard, and I was like fucking freaking out, dude. I was like, it's happening, it's all happening. Later on, I found out he used like a hoe and had like some. He did like this whole thing to make it happen, but that was
But he went through the trouble to make it happen, man. That's great.
It was insane. Yeah, it really did. Yeah, I mean, and it didn't lead to any sort of toy collection or any issues I have later in life.
No, absolutely not.
No, it's so cool. So, but by far, I know there's some people watching right now in the chat. What was some of your guys' favorite toys in the chat here? What have we got?
Yeah,
they wrote dad goals. Wow. Yeah, you're telling me, dude. Well, I did the same thing with my daughter. At least I tried to. I tried to like pretend certain things or whatever as long as I could to make stuff as like as cool as I could. Because that's what I do. My daughter now is 15 and doesn't believe in Santa, but does believe in Amazon gift cards. So, yeah. So, yeah. Anyone in the chat though, by all means, what were some of your favorite gifts to get? Depending too on your age and where what you're doing at the time. Obviously, I like Chris's thing where like it was so different then, where all of a sudden it was like in 2006 or 7 you said, where it's like the Halo, the Xbox. So we're like, when I was a kid, it was like a G.I. Joe toy, because that wasn't really, we didn't have, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
a lot of action figure lines. So many
action figures. Halo Xbox, pretty cool to get one.
Oh hell yeah, very nice.
Halo 3, one of the best Xbox games ever made.
I bet there's that answer.
I'm laughing because I'm pretty sure that's my daughter, actually. I'm pretty sure that's her screen name that she's writing that. We need to get a new Xbox. To be fair, it broke. So I'm kind of like, she's like
they're on sale right now for Christmas. So
yeah, I get it. Thank you very much.
My Pet Monster. I like that answer.
Oh wow,
My Pet Monster. Yeah, dude.
I haven't seen one of those in years.
I know, that was awesome. I had
they
one of those.
came out with those a while back. They did
Where'd
have
you
those.
get that?
Oh,
That was a
did
good
they?
answer, man.
Yeah, they did. Early years obsessed with Kenner's superpower. Yeah, the NES,
Those
the
were
Sega.
cool.
Sega
Kenner
was
superpowers.
Sega was a big deal. That was when that came out. I was like, oh my god, that's
Now,
super.
Cliff, are you buying those new superpowers? The new old superpowers that are at Walmart now? Are you picking those up? The retro.
Retro.
Yeah, they're redoing.
Trying to get through
the
these chats here,
superpowers
trying to
now.
I'm making sure I'm actually like checking everyone's up. Oh yeah, My Pet Monsters still have it. Well, you still have the original one. That's crazy, dude. That's wouldn't that come out probably like in 86 or 7?
80s for sure.
Yeah, well, I know
Yeah,
that,
like
but I want to
70s.
say it was probably like 86 or 7 that came out, and that was huge though at the time.
I
That was
know.
around
I
the time
know.
like, go ahead.
I was gonna say I know a lady that, or I was gonna say I know a girl that I went to school with that still got her original Cabbage Patch dolls.
Oh,
So, I
that's
mean-
cool. That's really
I
cool.
have a couple of them.
They
Some
had their
lady
own
was
little
giving
birth
away.
certificates and everything.
Oh right, yeah. It's like
They
it's
did.
real.
Like
Yeah.
they had their own, like the day they were made. Like they all came with birth certificates and stuff. It's crazy.
That a lot. Cliff's got some here. Not picking up any action figures. I barely kept up with the comics. So.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. It gets expensive, man.
1986.
I had to sell my soul to afford mine.
Yeah, no, it's 86. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know, I figured as much. Hey, Trev, what's up, man? How you doing?
Sure.
Hey, what's up?
Talking about selling my soul.
I'll tell you what, I seen Scotty. I saw Scotty's video. I knew he had some Marvel Legends figures, but damn.
Yeah,
I
no,
told you I
he's
sold my soul.
dude. You
Oh,
have
yeah.
like, more Marvel. That's
Hasbro.
kind of insane, actually. I mean, to be fair, I often joke with my lady, and I was like, I'm surprised he has a woman because like that's a lot.
I do,
of
believe it or not. I can prove
well,
it.
I'm being honest. Like where it's like. So how much did you spend this week? I don't want to talk about that. We're not talking about that. Like, yeah,
I do it a little at a time. I do one a week. I'll pick up like one a week.
We've been doing one a week for a while, then, because that's a lot, dude. That's a crazy lot. I was
Double up on
What's a
leap year.
call?
Yeah, wait, what? Oh, double on leap year. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, probably.
Plus, you got to think. Plus the comic call every week too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. Just going and buying the books every week. That's like, I mean, it's not a lot, but it can be. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't really have any other bad hobbies. Like I don't drink or anything, so I'm not.
Oh,
like
but that's part of it
spending
though
money on
too,
beer
right?
and stuff.
Yeah, so I was
Like
gonna
I'll
say,
buy
yeah.
a vape, but I mean, I don't really buy bad. I don't buy a lot of other. I don't go out and do stuff really. I just go to the comic shop.
Dude, I mean, the most I do is like I go out for like dinner or something, but it's not like
Yeah,
you know,
I'll do that
it's not like-
occasionally.
yeah, no, it's not really. I'm not like I know. I can't wait to start buying more stuff again. I had to chill out for a little bit, but it's gonna be coming back.
Same.
I'm like ready to. Yeah, I'm like ready to really go hard on it. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, like I said though, the toys when we were younger were way cooler. But I do feel like for Chris's generation, I do feel like some of the like the actual physical toys,
Yeah.
it started to like taper down, where you weren't really getting a lot of like cool action figures, cool stuff like that. Or if you did,
some good stuff. He's like
Yeah.
the age of my youngest brother, and they had some pretty cool shit growing up too.
The
Though.
Ninja Turtles 2004 series.
oh, that's right.
had
Yeah, that's true. That was out.
everything. Power Rangers. I love the original Power Rangers. So they
True.
predated me a few years, but I grew up with them because all the reruns and everything. I had to have every Power Rangers every time a new show came out. They were smart about that. Every 6 months, a new show would come out and a whole new line would come out, and I had to buy them all. So I'd say for like toys, it would be the Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, and wrestlers like WWE.
Oh, the
Power
wrestlers were
Rangers-
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Power Rangers blew up. I was like growing out of the toy stuff when Power Rangers were getting big. I was like getting a little older at that point.
You just started buying some new ones though, right, Scott?
Yeah, I have a few. I have 3, 4. I have 5 Power Rangers.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't know any anymore. I used to. Like I used to have the ones
Hasbro's
where you
doing
like,
a new line.
where you would like
Yeah, the
push-
retro tape. The VHS
and they would like
tape
flip the
one.
head would flip on them. Do you remember those? Like
I had
they'd
those.
morph.
I remember.
I used to have
those.
some of those. I don't know what the hell ever happened to those though.
I like the Power Rangers comic books.
I gave all my Power
Rangers
Rangers away.
You give away all your Power Rangers?
Yeah, to the kid next door. He didn't have much one Christmas, so I went, gave him all my
Oh,
figures, and now looking
man.
back at it, I shouldn't have given him.
I know. I was like, oh, now I sound like an ass because I'm like, oh, you gave this away. You're like, the kid next door didn't have a lot of money. I'm like, oh, Jesus, really? Okay, well, that's
No, but now I'm like, nah, I want my stuff back. No.
yeah. You're like, listen,
Okay.
dude. Now you're doing fine. He invested in some Bitcoin. He's fucking living large. He's got beans in his chili, and I'm sitting here like an ass.
It's a good thing though. It was
No,
nice.
it was good.
No,
It was
it's
good. I felt good. It feels good to give.
That's really good for you to do. Honestly, I will say that. You know, you're over there playing your Xbox. Like, yeah.
This was the only thing I could bring up at first quickly, but
oh yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Oh, that's so cool, man. And that doesn't play answering machine tapes.
No.
It's an answering machine.
and I've got the weapons put up. But if you pop the thing,
Oh, that's cool. And that's a robot too, right? You can unfold him, and that's like that little.
Yeah.
Isn't it like a bird? That thing.
It's Buzzsaw.
Oh, it's Buzzsaw. Okay.
Yeah,
that's
the original
awesome.
the original first edition came with Buzzsaw. He did not come with Laserbeak.
That's so
Oh,
no.
very
And
cool.
the funny thing is about this is I bought this off eBay, of course, a few years ago. So me being me, and I'm very particular, I zoomed the pictures all the way down to where it said Takara 1984 on the legs. I mean, I'm making sure, but every one of them said they're charging $91 for a complete sound wave, and it was missing the cassette. I was like, it's not complete.
What? Yeah, that's not.
So
complete.
finally, I found this
to a
one for
collector.
40. I found this one for $40. It had Soundwave's weapons, but it didn't have Buzzsaw. And then I found Buzzsaw complete for $20.
Oh man.
Ah,
So
I'll just
I
go there.
put him back together.
Damn, dude. I still have some of my Silverhawks on the shelf back over there.
Silverhawks are making a
Yo,
comeback.
dude, that's something
man.
I haven't seen a Silverhawk figure in 30 years, probably.
We're about to
Dude,
see a
seriously,
lot more
I
Silverhawks.
own like two of the. I own the main bad guy. I forget the other guy was. He looked like a bull. I have him. I have a bunch of them actually. And then my dad actually got me the large bird too that would like open and close and have missiles and stuff. Is like really big. He could like carry a Silverhawk. I got that like 2 years ago for Christmas. So I'm excited to see what I got this year for Christmas.
I think we're getting
I had
Silverhawk comics this year.
Oh, I was gonna say I had a few Silverhawk figures, but my brother had some that it wasn't Silverhawk. It was like some similar Silverhawk, but they had like it came with a thing that had like a sign, but the sign was like a hologram.
Oh,
you know, like a staff
no,
with a hologram.
God, I forget what they're called, but they had holograms on their chest too, right?
They're called Vision. Yeah, they're called Visionaries.
Yeah, I remember those. Yeah, and they had the signs, but they also had them like
They have
chests and
comic
stuff.
books as well.
Yeah, I totally remember.
Yeah.
Well, of course they had to back then. That's how it worked. It was like it's
yeah.
the 80s. It's like here's your comic book. You have to have that.
Comic,
no, I do
comic
remember
toys,
that.
cartoon.
I do remember that as a kid. Of course, the best gift ever anyone could ever get is.
What would you like for Christmas?
Horrified, I heard myself blurt it out.
I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 2-inch range ball air rifle.
Ooh.
No. Shoot your eye out.
Oh no.
That is the best gift ever, by the way. Which I own too. You can't. I don't want to show them on YouTube because they get all like crazy. They're up here.
I own one of those as well, bro.
I was going to buy one the other day.
I almost bought one too.
Unfortunately, mine doesn't tell time. It's always like it's like a compass in a sock and a thingy that tells time. What's this thingy that tells time? That's what I want to know.
Compass on it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was it. Yeah, well, the compass in a sock that made sense.
We got Christine Redmond.
Yeah, no,
What's
yeah.
up, Christine?
Hey, Miss Redmond. No, dude, I love that movie. That is, I don't want to spill too much beans because I told Scott the whole story for his special he has coming up. His Christmas Day. It's Christmas Day, yeah, right, Scott? Yeah, it's actually on my his Christmas Day special where people told some stories and stuff and everything. But check that out. All means he will be live that day. But I did stay at the Christmas Story house. My lady got me 3 days and 3 nights there. And I stayed there with Christine Redmond and her husband, or maybe that is Carl. I don't know who's actually on there right now, but I stayed with them as well. And man, did we get drunk. Super drunk in the Christmas Story house, which is insane. I remember sitting on the front porch and I'm smoking a cigar and I'm drunk as can be. And people are like waving. They're driving and waving. And I look at them like, I'm like, what are these people waving at? And they're like, you're in the Christmas Story house. I was like, oh shit, that's right. So it was like really crazy, but the inside was all set up exactly like the movie. It was awesome. It was probably one of the best experiences of my life, being such a big fan. I loved it.
Man.
So yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I loved it so much. And actually, with that being said, I do want to show you guys this because I thought it was cool. I have a bunch of Christmas Story stuff, but this is one of my favorite little things just to have. It's a Lifebuoy soap. If you remember in the movie where he's like, I prefer the taste of, and he puts out, so, and at the house, they like have a thing of this out, and they're like, well, if you want to put it in your mouth, it's fine because we replace it every night. Like, but it's only us there, so we're there for like 3 days. So it's like you're sitting there all drunk, just like with this thing in your mouth. You're like, oh, it tastes okay, but God forbid you get soap poisoning. But it was a great time, man. I loved it. It was so much fun.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was all about that stuff, dude. I love that. Well, you know what? We're going to move on here. You know what? I have some polls to talk about, which we talked about some of this stuff, but I think it's good to cover it again. Boom.
Group hug.
Group hug. So we're talking about Christmas movies. That's what's interesting. I did these polls. One of them is favorite Christmas movies. Most people voted for Elf, actually. And this was like 36, or this is 26 people voted for this. Home Alone was the next one. Christmas Vacation, amazing, and Christmas Story got low ratings. But I feel like, can't please all the people all the time, and some of those people are in our stream right now. So basically, but I don't know. Elf is cool, but I wouldn't say it's like the best Christmas movie ever. I mean, it was good. But
I know, agreed.
Although I do appreciate I was gonna say that Peter Billsley is in the movie. Ralphie from the Christmas Story is actually in Elf.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. Full story, I guess. So, what are you gonna say there, Tony?
Oh, I was gonna say I voted for Christmas Vacation.
Nice.
Such an amazing movie, though. I'm such a fan of that. Like I said, it's the first one I watch every year. Another thing too, we did, and this one there was quite a few people actually voted on this one. I think, if I'm not mistaken, let me get.
I like these better.
Yeah, 35 votes on this one, Again, Rudolph went high on this. I should have broken it up between claymation and not, but I didn't. Frosty, not so good, 9%.
No love for
Grinch,
Frosty.
No, man, there's a lot of people who don't like Frosty, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and the Charlie Brown Christmas, which I kind of forgot how the
Charlie Brown.
Well, Charlie Brown is kind of sad, actually. If you watch that, it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's very sad. It's like there's something always weird about those. Even the Great Pumpkin thing, it's kind of sad. Like it could be a little bit better. I don't know. I like the Grinch. The Grinch was good. I feel like that was pretty good. But
Frosty's
Rudolph,
probably my favorite out of those four. I would have chosen Frosty.
Frosty, yeah, dude, and it's shorter, right? It wasn't as long. I feel like the other ones were a little bit longer. I did like that one though. I don't know. How about you guys? Which one did you guys like? Chris is thinking. He's like, I don't like it.
What were the options? I forgot.
Mine was Grinch. Mine was Grinch.
You like the Grinch? Grinch? Yeah, Grinch.
Yeah, I'll go Grinch.
Yeah, well, the cartoon is good. I will say the cartoon is really good. I did ask for one, and I didn't get a chance to post it because I just posted it today. To be fair, I did it last night. And it did get some votes. I'm going to pull this up right here because I am interested in this. Boom. Yeah, it was all right. Worst Christmas song. 26 votes so far over a day. Obviously, the winner of that was "All I Want for Christmas," Mariah Carey.
Oh, no doubt.
Kind of like brutal, right? Honestly, Last Christmas was number 2, which is there's like a contest with that too with Last Christmas.
Wait, which version of Last Christmas?
Yeah,
the Wham.
Oh man, that hurts. I actually kind of like that one.
It's not the worst, but
a little cheesy.
There's a contest where like if you can make it all Christmas without listening to it, you could like win a contest or whatever, which is like really hard to do apparently because they play it all the time.
I was gonna say, how do you prove that?
I don't know. And it's funny too because I think the contest is in like London or England. They do it, so it's kind of like a thing. Feliz Navidad, 8%, and War Is Over by John Lennon, which I kind of like, but again, kind of a depressing kind of vibe to that one. Plus anything with Yoko, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, just shut up. It's always wailing in the background.
It really is.
But yeah, and then of course I had to ask, and this is again getting to know you. A lot of people, they love the Krampus thing, like Krampus, Santa, Krampus. So I just asked a simple poll: which you prefer, Santa or Krampus? And 24 votes in. Most people like Santa Claus.
Well,
Weird.
of course,
They don't want to get thrown in a cage. Huh?
Santa Claus is an omega level mutant.
Mutant, yeah.
I mean, you got to go with Santa.
We don't want to mess with the shadow of Saint Nicholas, so I'm not voting for him.
He's teamed up with Batman right now, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
If he's good enough for Batman, he's good enough for me. So,
Hey, any of you guys ever see any of the Pete Holmes stuff on like Instagram or anything where he plays Batman and stuff, and he like
yeah.
I love those.
Yeah.
I like the one where he fires the other Batman. He's like, "I'm Batman. You're the Batman." He's like having this whole debate over it. He's like, "You're fired," and all this stuff. Hilarious, dude. Yeah,
you mean
he's great.
You mean if I touch that in just the right spot?
He does.
Anyway.
He does a whole series where he plays like an HR person, and he's like hiring and firing the people from Street Fighter as well, which is hilarious. They all dress up. It's a bunch of people you'd recognize. It's so funny. Totally worth checking out. I mean, it is really good, honestly. God. So, basically that's the getting to know you one. By the way, I do appreciate everyone who answers any of these polls. I do, thank you, because I get like quite a few people. Actually, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think I'd get so many people, and the past few months it's been anywhere from 26 to 36 people answering. So I appreciate it. So it means the subscribing thing.
I tried to answer them when I saw them.
No, I appreciate it, man. It's cool. Again, I think it's a cool way. Like, I try to ask actually relevant things I'm going to use on the live stream. I'm not just like asking crap to ask crap. It's like I'm kind of like actually want to use this stuff. And actually, here's a question for you guys. So, Christmas Eve, whatever, you have dinner or whatever. Do you usually do a turkey or do you do ham, or is there some other variety of food that you guys have for like your meal, if you would?
Do a ham.
I was gonna say for me, traditionally we do both ham and turkey. But this year, when my kid comes in we're gonna do Christmas for my mother-in-law's on the 26th, and we're having lasagna.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's nice. Some Christmas lasagna, dude. I like that idea.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's fun.
I do lasagna for my birthday. Every year I have lasagna for my birthday. It's like tradition for me. But for Christmas this year, we're going to do ham and stuffing. We'll do ham and stuffing.
Nice.
Turkey, we don't normally do turkey. We do for Thanksgiving, but yeah.
Yeah, right, yeah.
And tamales. We're going to have tamales as well. So that's my favorite.
Oh, first off, love tamales. Second of all, love the fact that you pronounced it the right way. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
If I did, it'd just be weird. But you did it sound good. So, no, I hate that, dude. When dudes are like, yeah, blah blah blah. Like guys from near Chicago. Someone's like, yeah, I'm having Italian beef, blah blah blah. When I have a tamale, you're like, what the hell? Like, all of a sudden now you have an accent. Like, what's going on here? How about you, Scott? What do you do?
I would go with a nice honey glazed ham if I'm gonna do a Christmas dinner.
Yeah,
that would be the route I would go.
I love that. So we do turkey and ham, and then my cousin brings stuffed shells, and my cousin's husband brings meatballs, and then I'll decide. So it's kind of like a take on the Italian and the Americanized thing, which is weird because I'm not really Italian, but I'll eat it. So that's 100%. Love that stuff, dude. By the way, hey Chris, your stuffing. I think we talked about this. You put do you put sausage in it or no?
No, we don't put sausage. We put bacon, and chicken is the main meat.
Okay, bacon, that's fair. Okay, because I put I have to put some kind of like meat in stuffing, otherwise it's weird to me. I don't know why.
Never had sausage in my stuffing. Never had beans
good,
in my
dude.
chili either. Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
it's a running joke. It's a running joke.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I asked it so people don't know if you're watching this. So me and Chris have had this thing going because obviously I feel like in the Midwest we put beans in our chili, and he's like, in Texas we don't put beans in our chili, and I'm like, then what is it? It's just a meat soup. You just have meat soup. It's so weird to me. I don't know why. It's odd. I don't know. I've never heard that in my life.
One day, Frank, you'll try it and you'll understand.
I'm sure it's really good. I mean, I bet you it is, but also,
well, to me, like if it doesn't have the beans, it's just like a hot dog condiment.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's weird. It's just like a meat soup. That's what it is. It's not like You know, I don't know, man. I put a lot of stuff in the chili. Actually, I don't put anything in my chili. My old lady puts a lot in the chili. I don't do the chili. Oh, you know what? Let's do this here. This would be fun. We'll do So something I wanted to talk about. I'm not going to play this whole clip, but some of you will know what this is. Some of you might not. We'll see if you guys can guess this. I'll give it a couple seconds here. Here we go.
We celebrate a day of peace, a day of harmony, a day of joy we all can share together joyously, a day that takes us through the darkness, a day that leads us into...
I had to stop at that audio, but good God, the looks on their faces while she's singing are just like they look so upset. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Now, Chris, you know what that is, right?
It's from the Christmas special. They're doing like the orchestra thing. Harrison Ford looks so annoyed to be there.
Well, he was clearly. You could tell. It's like I shouldn't be doing this. What the hell is this? By the way, Bobby, how you doing? I saw you in the comments there. Yeah,
Bobby.
he looks super annoyed. Actually, he's like, "Why am I doing this? What's the point of this? What's going on?"
I hate Han Solo.
So apparently, there's a new documentary out for that holiday special. It just came out. I saw it today. It's on all streaming platforms, and it's about the Star Wars Holiday Christmas Special. Which, I mean, if you're into it, check it out. But I can't imagine watching that. I'm sure as a kid, it was cool. You know, you're like a fan of the movie. You're like, oh, dude, there's gonna be Star Wars stuff on TV. You go there and you're like,
It was Boba Fett's introduction. He was introduced in the Christmas special.
Yep.
yeah, no, it's true.
Yeah.
He was right because
Yep,
he was not. That was not a thing until then. And plus, on top of that, there was the what was it? The whole Wookiee thing, where the Wookiees though look like just crazed people. It was so weird. Like I did not like the way it looked. I watched some of it because I wanted to, get a chance to actually see what it was all about. It was disgusting. I was like, I'm not a fan of this at all, dude.
Shoot, that thing gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
I could see why too, especially with those Wookiees, dude. They look crazy. I was like, I'm not about this at all, man. Again, though, we're talking about like Christmas movies we love. The Griswolds, obviously, the Christmas Vacation movie. As you guys all know, all the snow in the movie is fake. Right? It was filmed in July. So what's crazy about though, if you're watching the movie, there's one scene where he's putting lights up, and they like glance up to a tree, and the tree has all leaves. You could see all the leaves. They kind of like dim it out, but you could see them all, and it's only for one scene, and they move away from that, and you never see it again. So I always thought that was kind of like a funny little thing. And then obviously I love Margot, that whole like thing with the people next door and everything. I love that stuff so much. I'm such a fan of that stuff. All your people are just saying hi to each other. Hey. But as you guys know, with Christmas Story, one of the best rant scenes ever, right? Where he's freaking out and he's ranting on about his boss and everything. Some of you guys probably know that scene. He actually had all the cue cards on his chest. Or they did, I should say. So basically, when he's yelling and screaming, and they show the people and he's in front of them, they're all right here. They all had the lines written on the chest because he couldn't remember all the lines and he didn't want to like mess that up. So, but then when they cut to them, obviously he's not actually saying anything and there's nothing there. But again, I love that. I got a chance to kind of see him last year. He was doing a Cane's commercial for the chicken place in Chicago. And I was like 10 feet from him and got to see Chevy like sitting there doing the thing and plugging in the lights and everything. It was awesome. But for everyone here, it was so cool, dude. Honestly, just to get a chance to kind of see him do that. But of course, what's up? All right, I want to show this real quick because I do love this, and I think it's worth showing. And look, here's the thing: I realize YouTube, they're probably going to ban me for showing all this. That's okay though, because you know what? I don't really care. Actually, real quick, you know what's crazy for anyone watching here? This is what I think is nuts. So I show all these clips, right? Like every week, I've been showing clips and different things, right? I get a copyright hit for my intro song, right? But it's not a hit. They're like, it's approved because it's a song you can use on YouTube. They have not once said anything about anything I post as far as like the videos or anything I've been showing, which is kind of amazing. And I think the rule is because I'm using them to talk about them. I'm not using them as like stealing the clip and just playing the clip. So apparently that's like a thing. So for people that are watching, I think that's how that's working from what I'm getting.
Yeah, I don't know.
My understanding. No, that's what I was told. That's what I was told is if I'm talking about the clip and I show the clip and use the clip as a reference, that's okay. Because it's technically like a news program. I'm talking about something I'm seeing. Versus if I just play it to be like, oh, you should watch my video because I'm playing something from Christmas Vacation. Which I'm not doing that because we're not going to say I'm doing that because that's not what I'm doing. I'm playing this for reference. Yeah, so here we go. Boom.
Hey! If any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is. Hallelujah! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
I mean, does it get any better than that? I don't know. That's like
so when you're playing a video, you don't see the other people, right?
Well, you can see us like here because the way it's shrunk in now. So I saw you mouthing it though. I saw you doing it. I saw you doing it though. You're literally mouthing like doing the whole thing. It sucks too because like I want to be able to like I can unmute me while I'm doing it and it'll let me like talk, but I can't unmute you guys, which is kind of dumb because I'd like it to be able to be like us commentating. Talking about the video, but I can't do that unfortunately. But I did see you doing that though. It's hilarious. He said he's doing the whole thing. That's one of those movies that I can sit there and watch and actually like say all the lines. I mean, that is by far one of the best movies. I don't know. I love that one so much, man. I am all about that.
If I tried to recite it right now, I couldn't get it.
Yeah. Cousin Eddie, by far one of the best characters ever of all time. The shitter's full. Love it, dude, so much. Ooh, got some comments here. What we got here? Boom.
And it's funny because I haven't seen part 2 yet.
We pop.
Oh no.
No.
Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? Woo-hoo. All right, man. No. Yeah, I know. I've seen all of them now at this point in my life. Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever see the Vegas Vacation?
Oh yeah.
Dude, Mr. Papa Giorgio. You never seen that, Chris? You got to see that, dude. It's so worth checking out, dude.
I'll watch it.
Oh my god. Oh, dude, it's hilarious, dude.
Different kids, but
that's the whole thing, though. It's always different kids. That's the beauty of it, right? Like, I love that, dude. It's always a different kid. It's always a different thing. And I just love that, though, when the kid, like, he's like, how'd you get all these cars? I don't know. I put in $1, I win a car. I put in $1, I get a car. I don't know. Just keep getting cars. It's like so perfect, dude. I love that so much, man. Now, we were talking before about the movie stuff. Deck the Halls. Has anyone seen Deck the Halls?
No.
Danny DeVito. Oh God, you did. Okay. All right. You're going to love this. This is just a small little clip. This is all right. So basically Danny DeVito decides he wants his house to be seen from space. So he puts all these lights on his house, whatever. Matthew Broderick is a neighbor who's kind of like he's like an uppity kind of neighbor, and he's getting pissed off that this is going on. So now this is all going on. Hilarious. Now this scene is where like the moms are like, can't you two just get along? Just figure out a way to get along. So like, all right, so this is the scene. Here we go.
I don't know what we're supposed to say.
There is nothing in the universe that we could agree on.
Well, you got that right.
Okay, everybody, now let's give a nice, warm Winterfest welcome to the Santa Baby.
Hey. Now that is something we could agree on. I mean, that's got it going on. Yeah, look at that. You're right.
Yes.
Well, you're a guy, right?
Yeah,
come on. Hey, is it getting hot out here, or is it just you girls? Oh, nice dip.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hey, baby, who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Oh, God, I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. I'm your daddy. Ah,
My
oh,
eyes.
God.
My eyes. My eyes. My eyes.
We're going to hell.
You think I don't know that?
So that's a great movie. If you've not seen, I suggest everyone go check that out. It's funny, dude. They're great. They're both really good in the movie. It's funny. Yeah, see, there we go. Someone's seen it down there. Yeah, it's a great movie, dude. It's like we're checking out. It's called Deck the Halls. 100% worth it.
I'll have to watch it.
It's good, dude.
Yeah.
It's really funny. It's really good. I suggest everyone go check that out. Scott, I know it's getting late for you. What are you eating for dinner tonight, Scott? What do you got going on? What kind of food are you eating?
I don't even know yet, dude. She's
like, I don't even know what I get.
Probably a hamburger. I think it probably a good hamburger.
I'll gladly pay you on Tuesday for a hamburger today. Anyone?
Made some burgers before
You're
getting
on
on
it,
here.
yeah.
Pretty good. Made some burgers earlier.
Well, yeah, I'll tell you what, Scott. If you got to go, man, you can always peace out because it's gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. If you got to go, I still got some stuff I want to try to give away to some people in the chat, which I don't know how to do because I don't have one of those cool like chat things like you guys all do, where you get the thing that rotates and it says whatever. I gotta figure out how to do it.
StreamYard has a giveaway tool you can use.
Where's that at?
Just
Where is it on here?
Search StreamYard giveaway tool.
Well, I'm already in here doing that.
You have to open up another window.
Yeah, that's a lot of tech for me to do right now. I could just think of something fun to do. It's fine. I got some comics I do want to give away though. But Scott, if you got to go and eat, man, by all means, please go. I don't want you to take up any of your time. I will say this though,
man. It's been a lot of fun.
I want to say happy holidays to you, dude. Obviously, I'll text you and stuff. And once again, guys, be sure to go check out his Comic Book Addicts holiday special.
Yeah, come hang out.
Christmas with the comic book community. You'll be doing that. What's the time you're doing it again?
7:30 p.m. Eastern time, Monday, Christmas Day. 7:30 p.m. Eastern time that evening. 4:30 p.m. Pacific time for you West Coast people.
Awesome.
So come hang out
be
with
sure
me.
to check
It's gonna
that
be a
out.
fun time.
Yeah, go check it out, everyone. And so Scott, until then, dude, peace out.
Thanks, Scott.
You have a good night. Be safe. And then there were 3. So I do want to play one more clip because I love this movie, and we'll do a giveaway after that because I got some stuff here I do want to give away. So if you've been hanging on and you're interested, please, I got some comic books I want to give away and the Elf syrup. I have to give that away. I was told I have to. So of course, this by far one of my favorite movies of all time. 100% worth checking out just because Christmas. So here we go, guys.
Ralphie, we're waiting. Oh, come on, Mom. Right now.
Immediately, my feet began to sweat as those 2 fluffy little bunnies with the blue button eyes stared sappily up at me.
Come down here so I can see you better.
I just hoped that Flick would never spot him, as the word of this humiliation could easily make life at Warren G. Harding School a veritable hell.
Oh, isn't that cute? That is the most precious thing I've ever seen in my life.
You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
Does not.
He does, too. He looks like a pink nightmare. Are you happy wearing that? Do you want to take it off? Tell the kid to take it off.
All right, you'll only wear it when Aunt Clara visits. Go on and take it off.
Take it off!
Yep. And the most amazing thing about that scene is actually I stood right there. Like that scene was actually done in the house with the exterior. So the inside they were doing that because I could tell by the way it's set up. And I'm like, because other scenes are obviously a set, and they're a set. Weird hair. You can tell they're sets because of they have the dining room over there. It's not how the actual house is, but that is actually how it was done. Also, it looked like I could be in Bob's Burgers.
Louise.
Yeah, Little Louise. So I love that movie. Again, huge fan. So if anyone's left in the chat, I know there's only 5 of you right now it's showing, but I do have some interesting stuff. If you're interested, by all means, only if you're interested. You don't have to. But let me pull this out here. This is kind of cool. I am not a huge DC guy, but I do have so these are the new 52 issue 1 of Superboy, issue 2, and issue 3. This is a cool cover. I like that one actually a lot. That's pretty neat. These are awesome. Barely been used. Nothing going on with them. So if you're interested in this by any means, I don't know. I'm trying to think what to ask you a question. You're gonna have to look this up because I know none of you know this. But what is the actual book that A Christmas Story is based on? There is a book that it's based on. Now I know what it is. If you know what it is, you want to look it up, by all means, please do. You win 3 awesome comics. I will not send these to you till after Christmas, clearly, because I am not doing that in the next couple of days. But, and also, too, I'll tell you what, you can even pick, too. I have a New 52, #1, Wonder Woman. Woo! And then this is cool. This is Rebirth, Supergirl, #1. And last one. Oh, yeah, this is cool. Here we go. #1, Batwoman, Rebirth. These are cool, actually. These Rebirth series are pretty nice, dude. I like these. Or if you want to win the Elf syrup as well, I guess you could ask wherever one you want. Never been open, ready to be poured on some spaghetti. So, yeah, dude, if anyone's interested in anything, just go find out what the actual title of the book was. I know what it was because I am that much of a massive weird fan. But yeah, so dude, I was gonna ask him any other weird Christmas traditions or anything else you guys do or anything going on with that, or just are you to the book? Like, do you guys still do stockings? Is that a thing?
Yeah, we have stockings up on our wall by the staircase. We actually bought some stocking stuffers today. So yeah, we got some stockings.
I didn't stockings. On Bunny, am I allowed to win? Yes, this isn't a radio station. You are allowed to win. I'm not. It's like radio stations that are like, you can't win if you've been a winner in the past 90 days, or you have family or friends within the contest or within the thing. Oh, hold on. We got something here. In God We Trust. Yes, that's part of the title. What's the rest of the title? In God We Trust, all others must.
Pay
Like,
cash.
really? Yeah, I literally have it. Oh, well, we stole my spot. Yeah.
I think someone got it. In God
There
we
we
trust.
go.
All
In God
others.
we trust, all others. Okay, I'll tell you what. All right, so 3 of you guys pretty much have it. Okay, so I'm going to ask nicely here. Okay, where'd you get that? Was the first one to actually answer it the entire way through? You can pick which prize you want. You can get the Batwoman Rebirth, the Supergirl Rebirth, or Wonder Woman Rebirth, or the Superboys, all 3 of those, or the Elf syrup. You let me know right now if you can. Please answer that, and then we'll go down the line. And please hit me up on Instagram with your address and everything, and then we'll get stuff sent out to you in the quickest time possible. Obviously, it's going to take me a few days. It's funny. I want the syrup. Give me the damn syrup. I just want the syrup. God damn it! Dude, I was saying it's kind of funny. That syrup got me so many views on. Oh, someone said the elf syrup. I have to give it to him. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bunny. That doesn't happen. All right, you get the elf syrup then. Where'd you get that? You get it. Oh, Batman. Okay, is back. That was
Batwoman.
Batwoman. I hope you're cool with that. Batwoman. These are cool. This New 52 is interesting, but these covers are great on these, and the #1, so that's nice.
Yeah,
Give it to
Wonder
Bunny.
Woman New 52 is my favorite costume for
Oh
Wonder
yeah.
Woman.
Okay. All right. I'll tell you what. Okay. I'll give the syrup to Bunny. Okay, that's done. No, don't give it to me. She's crying. I don't get the emojis. I'm like, what's happening? I don't understand.
The crying is kind of like begging. Please don't give it to me.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, you're right. You're hipper than I am, dude. You're newer to this. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Okay. So, we Pop Hunter. I will give you the. She's crying. Yeah, he got it. I'll give you the Batman, 100%. The syrup goes to Bunny. And then where'd you get that? Do you want pick a comic book that you want? And also, please hit me up on Instagram. It is Frank's BS1 on Instagram. Frank's BS1 on Instagram. Go there, hit me up. please give me your address and everything. I do know we Pop Hunter, we follow each other, so I'll try to, if you don't find it, I'll try to hit you up again or whatever to get that going here. But yeah, where'd you get that? If you want to hit me up on that, let me know what comic you want or anything.
Congrats to the winners. Congrats to all of y'all.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
some great prizes. Those not beautiful comic issues. And that elf syrup, is it a different color or is it just like maple syrup?
I mean, it's. Let me see here. What do we got? I mean, no, it's just a classic syrupy. You know, I mean, it's a Mrs. Butterworth. I can't say it right. Mrs. Butterworth. Yeah, so it's. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I like how she got to keep her stuff, but like Aunt Jemima couldn't. But I also kind of get why that happened. So I don't know.
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Yeah, I know. Like Mrs. Butterworth has like a proper surname, you know, like Mrs. Butterworth. And Jemima was like, oh, she's like kind of like not okay. I get it.
For Christmas, we're doing pancakes. I totally forgot. Yes, what we're doing for Christmas. We're gonna do like a Christmas breakfast. We'll make pancakes,
there you go.
eggs, and all that good stuff. But yeah.
Well, damn. And then if that's the case, you should have tried a win. I can't even say it anymore. You know, the problem is I've been drinking all this damn elf juice over here. It's messing me up, man. I'm like, get some elf juice in it, man. But yeah, by all means, guys, I will get stuff out to you. Just again, find me on Instagram, Frank's BS1. Don't go to Frank's BS. That's a bath salt company, and you will not find me there. But if you go with Frank's BS1, you will find me there. So just looking down here real quick to make sure. Oh, and also too, guys, I'm gonna do a quick promo for myself because whatever, I don't really care. But I have a new vlog out right now. I do a Funko Pop hunt. Here we go. By all means, please go check it out. It's getting a little play right now. Kind of excited about that. That's going pretty well for me. The vlogs are going well. Tony, I was saying earlier, I've gotten like, was it 2,016 subscribers over the past month from doing the vlogs. So let me just suggest to everyone, just film yourself like idiots. Put that online, no editing. And somehow that works to everyone's advantage. I don't know. Just do it. Yeah, it's weird. It's really like me going to the grocery store. I'm like, okay, so this is the thing. I guess we're doing this. Also, too, I do want to say to check out Tony's channel. Go check this dude out, man. He does awesome stuff. What was like the key covers and stuff you're doing and everything? Tell me about some stuff you're doing on your channel.
Well, I do a live show you post supposedly every Saturday night called Into the Comiverse. And then every week I do a Tony's Comic Spotlight, which I'll spotlight one particular book. Like this week, for example, let me see if I can find him. I'm spotlighting Avengers 196 featuring this guy.
Oh, look at that. That's awesome, dude. Holy crap. That's a nice statue you got there.
Thank you. And that's episode 47. It's funny because when I did the first couple, I said, I'll do a couple. I don't know if anybody's really going to care for these. And then it just, it became like the preferred watch on my channel. So, I mean,
I like him as someone who like isn't super hip on like what comics are kind of like, you know, the comic, if you would. And then to be able to watch it, I would sit there and watch it sometimes. I'm like, oh, this is so cool. Because then I get to like kind of know, like, oh, this is, this is this comic, this is that comic. It helps someone like me by far, like get through. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you watch the first two, you could tell I'm really starting. But I love the progression. Like if you sit down and watch all 47, which will take a lot, you'll see the steady progression of, I'll be like, well, can I tweak this or can I tweak that? And it turned into basically the outline was me introducing the book, me showing the book and telling the story of the book, showing the pages, and then some fun trivia at the end. And I do take requests. I've actually done 2 that was requested by fellow YouTube community members. TM Nerdy, I just did one for him on Animal Man, and a while back I did one for Gary B for Spider Woman.
Oh, I did see that about the Animal Man. That was cool. I did see that. Also, by the way, I did like the one episode I watched with the Luke Cage stuff where you're like, he traveled to Dr. Dude's home country for $200. My God, dude. Like, it's like $200 something. I was like, what is going on?
I was like, I got to figure out what book that is because that even perplexed me. I mean, and I played all the way to episode 50. Of course, episode 50 is going to be the Kiss blood cover comic. I saved that particularly for issue 50, episode 50. Then after that, there'll be like a week in between where I'll do like a special. I'll call it the special edition, where instead of doing one book, I'm doing the whole Death in the Family storyline.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that's a lot too. Like I still find it to be, like I said, it's worth checking it out just because, if you're like me, where it's like, yeah, comics, but again, like I've even thought about it in the way where like I think sometimes when it's like, well, I have some money, it's like, well, I'm gonna go buy something cool, and like I don't really know, what comics are like key issues to have. And then it's nice to watch your channel and be like, oh, this is something I should go look out for, keep my eyes open for, and actually try to get my hands on. Some of which are probably too much money for me, but some of them are you can get. It is possible to get them, so I do like that a lot.
Well, I was going to say, if you look at the first two I did, they're not actual first appearances. Well, the second one might be, but the titles are like the first one's titled "The Kid That Collects Spider-Man." Of course, you know what it's about, ASM 248, and then the second one's titled "Did Robin Die Tonight?" And it's the book where they introduced it was the first appearance post-crisis Jason Todd, where they redid the origin, and then they.
You froze up there. Are you there, Chris? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, Tony froze up.
There? Did you? Oh no, dude!
No!
Have we been on the internet too long? Yeah, there you go. Okay, I was like,
we can
the
hear
internet
you.
too long. What just happened? Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Like it's crazy. Like just froze up. I'm like, what just happened? What's going on here?
Oh.
Wish you a Merry Christmas. Watch how many get hit for that. They're like, you can't sing that.
Frank's BS, you're off the live stream for humming.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
You said COVID. You're off, bro. I'm like, what? What just happened? What?
Did you just say election?
Yeah. Did you say election and COVID? What? No way, dude.
Fuck out of here, Frank. You just said election.
You said Donald Trump, January 6th, and election. Ah,
trigger words.
Do it. Yeah, what just happened?
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good.
My internet works great until I go live, and then it gets all spotty.
Yeah, well, that's I always get worried about that with that stuff where it just like starts doing that, and you're like, oh no.
I forgot where I was when I was rambling, but anyway.
I think the point is you should go check out Tony's channel.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll put up here one more time for everyone to check it out. Go check this out right there. Get some subs. Everyone watching this later, by all means, please go sub it out. And then we got our man here, Chris. Boom, check that out. Again, great reviews on your channel. Chris, tell me a little bit about your channel one more time.
Yeah, so we do trailer reactions primarily, and then we do movie reviews. Like I mentioned earlier, tomorrow Aquaman comes out. So my brother and I, we're going to go watch it. We'll have a YouTube short reaction, and then we'll do our review tomorrow. So yeah, we do reviews, reactions, things like that of that sort.
Yeah, dude, and they're really good, by the way. I like the fact that it's like, Tony, you can go to his channel, watch stuff about the comic books, learn a lot. Chris, you watch his channel, you can learn about the new movies coming out, TV shows coming out, learn a lot. I think it's good. My channel, you don't learn shit. You literally don't get anything. I'm like the reality TV of channels.
You're the
you
star,
guys are actually
baby.
like
You're the star.
No, you guys are like legit, like actual like channels with some real stuff going on. My channel's like, hey man, let me show you what Takis are doing to the world. Like I did that short, and it was like literally like, oh yeah, dude, Scott, thank you so much for being on, dude. I appreciate it. My last, well, not my last short, but one of the shorts I did from the last vlog I did got like 9,000 plays, and it was me being like, look at these frozen fruit or frozen food, and then like right above it was a thing of Takis. And it was like really at the store. It was like literally like frozen food, and it was like good stuff for you too, like vegetables. And you just go up and there's like chips. Right
oh yeah, I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was all I did. It was like I was like I got like 9,000 places. I was like, that's kind of stupid. Like really that much?
That's America,
really
baby.
Yeah, I was like, well, I appreciate it. I got a lot of subs off it, but it's kind of crazy. But yeah, like I said, you guys have actual really good channels. I'm doing toys and what is essentially candies, and me talking about going to the gym and being stupid. So I appreciate you guys for being even on the show by all means, and Funko Pops, of course, because I love those damn things. But yeah, no, it's again, you guys, great channels. Be sure to go check them out. Be sure to sub, do all that whole thing. And also too, one more time, I just want to say, check out on Monday. Scott's going to be doing Comic Book Addicts Holiday Special, Christmas with the Comic Book Community. He will be actually live streaming on Christmas. So go check that out. Be sure to say what's up to him if you can, because, you know, I feel like that's important, especially on Christmas. I'm like, man, I feel like that's like a thing. I'm like, it's going to be like the most awesome or saddest thing ever. So be there to give him support by all means, because I'm like, dude, it's Christmas, man. You got to be there. Also, I will not be doing a new show till after the new year. So this is also, you know, 2024, new me kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. Any resolutions for the new year? Chris, go for
I was gonna ask. For me, I'd say, you know, some new fitness goals. I bought a new workout machine the other day, so that's gonna be in my garage. And
Nice.
also, I want to read more. Reading was my
Yeah.
passion growing up, and all I read are Instagram captions now. So I need to start reading.
Right, dude. It's so funny you say that. I made a joke my first ever show I did for this, which was I love the idea of comic books, but I hate reading because I'm dyslexic. So it does get kind of like damn it, it sucks sometimes. And I do miss reading, but I feel like I used to read a lot of Goosebumps as a kid, so it's not really reading. It was like I wasn't even reading like the never-ending story as a kid. It was like too long. I was like, this is insane. But that's a good
But
goal.
yeah,
though,
I could read the hell out of captions. Let me scroll for
Oh,
a
yeah.
few hours, and I'm a champ.
No, 100%. I totally agree with that. Tony, how about you? Do you have any new goals or anything you want to hit for the new year?
Well, my one goal that never changes is I always strive to be a better person, spiritually, mentally, and physically.
Yeah.
I got a total gym over here that's begging for me to tear into it, so I'm going to start doing that. This last year for 2023, my biggest goal was to get Amazing Spider-Man 122.
Look at you.
And I got it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
Very nice.
if I was actually going to pick a comic book go, I got to get 121 to go with it.
That's awesome, dude. That sounds super nice. Damn, dude.
But that's it. But my biggest thing is just to be a better person, treat everybody just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a lot of it, right? I think it's part of it. I think for me it's just strapping down and kind of just I don't know, paying off credit card debt. You know, like basically strapping down. I mean, I already work out pretty much every day, and I'm proud that I've been doing that for a couple years now. So I got that going. I want to get my diet a little bit better in check. Other than that, I just want to strap down and, you know, I own a Silverado truck. I love my Silverado, and there's nothing like strapping down to a crappy job and listening to country music on your way home from work. So I want to keep that going and keep that pushing that hard and really get to us. I want to get to a spot where I'm very comfortable now that I'll be 41 in January, which is not that old to you, Chris, and Tony, to you, that's really young, probably, because I know we're like 10 years apart. So it's like 41 is a weird age. But it's funny because I woke up this morning to go to the gym, and I get up at like 5:30, and I woke up, I was like, I'm just sore. I've been working out all week, and I'm like, oh my God. And I literally could feel the 41 creeping up on me. Like, as this whole year I go work out, and it's like, oh, I'm okay. And every day I get a little worse, a little worse, a little worse. Today I woke up, I was like, no, I could feel it happening now. This is it. It's starting to get there. No.
I realized this year, I finally noticed that I started referring to people younger than me as kids, and I went,
yeah.
I was like, wow, I'm at that point now. Because when I talk about something at work, I'll be like, well, there's a couple kids at work, and I was like, wow, I'm at that point now.
Well, it's funny you say that because that is the thing. I start to notice that a little bit, or I start getting a lot more like sir. People be like, oh, excuse me, sir. And I'm like, shit. Yeah, you're probably right. You know what I mean? We're like, because I forget, because you know how it is. I mean, even at, 10 years from now, it'd be the same thing. In your head, you're always like this kid. It's like, yeah, you're doing adult things, but you always had this idea where like you're this kid. My dad talks about that. My uncle talks about that. Everyone thinks like that. And it's crazy how like I'll sit there sometimes and be like, that adult over there. And I'm like, what am I talking about? That dude's younger than me. He's like probably like 35. And I'm saying like, oh, the adult. And I'm like, I'm the adult. What do you mean? Like, this is crazy.
I hear you. I'm 25. I'll be 30 soon in a few years, 5 years from now. But like, I'm not the age where people I went to high school are already been married for a few years. Their kids are already like 3 going on 4. I'm over here like, I got a new Funko Pop. So I don't know what the hell y'all are doing.
Well, you know what the best part about that is, though, and I know Tony could say this too, which is that'll never stop because you're that person. You know, you're perpetually going to be that guy, and that's okay. You know, I don't think you'll ever get to an age where you go, I'm putting those things away.
No,
What's that
never.
old saying? Like you put away the childish things or whatever. That's
Never be ashamed of the things that you love. You're passionate about pop culture. You're passionate about pop culture, and then if people tell you different, fuck them.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, I totally agree with that. That's not how it works. You don't.
I was gonna say my life goal is to be 100 years old, cranking my Iron Maiden vinyl. So I mean,
there you go. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I always think about that, right? Like, what's gonna happen when it's like, we went over to Grandpa's house and he was listening to Pantera, that kind of stuff or whatever. And I'm like, what? What? And they're gonna be like, that's lame music or that kind of thing. And
Put on the oldies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, put on some oldies. You're like, yeah. Well, that's always a trick to me because I remember growing up with my grandparents, and oldies were like, like stuff from the 50s and 60s, and more pop style. And now it's like the oldies station here where I live. It's like, I'll hear like Pearl Jam on there. And I'm like,
heard Creed the other day.
Would you hear what?
Creed on the oldie station?
God, that's a little weird. That's a little much. Yeah. I don't know. Well, my fear is when they start playing like Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, and you're like, what the hell is happening right now? Like, this isn't an oldie. And it's like, oh no, it literally is an oldie. I mean, it's like 30 plus years ago. Yeah, that's that. And and like you talk about like listen to Kiss and stuff. It's like, dude, we're talking like 40 plus years, 40 plus, and it's like crazy to me. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like
30 years ago will always be the 70s, but 30 years ago, technically,
right in my head,
like
that's right. I always think of that too. It's like, oh, that wasn't. But I think about it. Was it 1984? Well, it's 1983 was 40 years ago, and I'm like, that blows my mind. I'm like, holy cow, what is going on right now? Hopefully, we'll be sitting here like in our 70s and 80s talking about the same thing. I hope if we make it that far. So hopefully that'll be our we get to that point in life. So like I said, guys, I also, by the way, just anyone listening at this point, I do have to find probably a new day to do the show. I will be taking on a new job, and it is kind of like a 3 o'clock to like 10:30 something at night thing. So I'm gonna have to figure something out. I was thinking about talking to Tony about teaming up on a Saturday thing, but I don't know if Saturdays would work for me just because then I need a day because I have no days to do anything. Sundays, I do not know what's going on in my life, so I don't know, but I do want to make sure I keep doing this. So it might be a little hodgepodge after the New Year's, getting it going. I will figure something out though, and I will keep this going though because it has been working really well, and I do appreciate you guys and all the subscribers. And again, 1,300. Last time I checked, 1,306 subscribers as of right now. Appreciate it so much. I do not deserve it, but I do appreciate it. My goal is to hit 100,000 so my daughter's kids can see a plaque on my wall and be like, "What's your dad do?" Like, he's on YouTube. So
that'd be cool.
Oh, that's dude, nice. It's how dumb is that though, right? It's like wait, your dad's on YouTube? What? Oh yeah. But yeah, so and again, Tony, what days are your shows again that you do? Do you have a Saturday, and what's the other ones when you do your keys and stuff?
Well, I'm going to try to have the spotlight out by Saturday morning, and then Saturday night at 6 p.m. Central, I'll be doing the End of the Controverse.
Awesome. And then, Chris, when's your main shows you're doing?
Whenever.
Nice. Well, that's true for you. It's whenever. It's kind of whenever news breaks, right? That's kind of how that works.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Whenever news breaks, I'll be right there on my phone to do a reel. But yeah, it's sporadic, which I need to work on. I know people prefer channels with schedules, but as of right now, it's sporadic. But
dude, yeah. But
you'll catch an
honestly,
upload.
Like I said, your shorts work well though, so that's for
yeah. I appreciate that. Yeah,
and plus, to be honest, I like kind of what we're doing here. I like having you on. I like having Scott on. I like to keep Tony coming back too. I like the idea of having a couple like years apart. I think it's a really cool idea.
Nice to meet you, Tony. Nice to meet you. First time talking.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. Oh yeah, you guys have just met. Yeah. So Chris is a good dude. Tony's a good dude. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I got to go eat something. I haven't eaten anything. I've had a lot of that rum chata and that much Jesus juice. So it's time for me to call it. Well, it was a Christmas special. So I was like, wow, I'm going to get a little special. I hope you guys enjoyed everything I did this year. Thank you so much for the subscribers. This year I went from literally nothing to over 1,000 of you wonderful, beautiful, lovely beasts out there. Thank you all so much. I appreciate it. And the comic book community for kind of helping me get to this point. Chris, you helped me a lot as well, man. I do appreciate it every time you guys promote anything I'm doing. Thank you so much. And again, thank you to Scott for really getting me into this a little bit more, because I wasn't really sure what to do. And Scott kind of led me along on this path. I do really appreciate that. And yeah, so again, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to play the outro, and I want to talk to you two afterwards. So I'll just give me a minute here. But guys, thank you so much. You have a Merry Christmas, a crazy Kwanzaa. Are we done with Ramadan? I'm not sure where we're at with that. I should look that up. Also, have a rockin' solstice. That's tonight. And anyone who celebrated Hanukkah, by the way, happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year to all you out there. Be safe, be strong, have a good year. From all of us at Frank's Weekly BS, peace out.
Watch out for the alligator in the Granny Lane by the 156 mile marker.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.